go to the gym a little bit. You see, Lucinda was like, she couldn't even handle it. I thought both them hoes was dead. They were just laying there. I said, y'all, is they dead? Listen, Lucinda said, I feel sick. I ain't worked that hard in a long time. She had that much exercise. I said, I know that's right, girl. I would have passed out. Bring the medic, bring anything. CPR, oxygen. Okay, I hate to start this video on a negative note, but Adrena, you said you could do 100 squats on last night's episode. What happened to them 100 squats? Lucinda was pulling you all around that damn ring. Squats don't just build the booty. You got leg strength, thigh strength. Girl, what happened? What happened? Tell me. You know Tyreek don't want to be with no weak hoe. You know this, Adrena. Not you just being a pretty face. What the hell? Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 2. Baby, let's get into it because I already started talking trash. I said, See, I'm telling you, Tyreek be playing games. Tyreek ain't gonna like this at all that you got pulled around that ring by Lucinda. See, because I like KK or whatever. But you know who I would have picked? KK. But she was right for picking her because she said, Adrena was just ahead of her. She was in last place and Adrena was next to her. I said, you know what? Lucinda, you smart. You was important, girl. You know. You picked better than I did because I would have picked KK's little butt, okay? I would have dragged KK through there because I was nervous. I was like, that's like me picking Megan the goddamn Stallion to go up against. Hell no, I ain't doing it. But she pulled Adrena all around that damn ring. Child, I said, ooh, this episode was too entertaining, too good, and that's why I love Island Games. Anyways, Lucinda won her duel. I started at the end. Lucinda won her duel, okay? Period. Now she is coupled up with Tyreek, and that's who she with, okay? And Tyreek is probably happy. Adrena now got the broken heart on her neck, and it is what it is. But see, Tyreek like to play mind games. He like to stir up stuff because he went up there talking to KK, got KK's hopes all up, and then I'm just like, so what are you doing? He said he's causing trouble. He's trying to cause trouble because KK and Chris was talking. They was like, we the strongest couple. I was like, it's too early to call that. Chris, you're strong, but I don't know about if KK is a strong competitor. We haven't really seen a real battle. How would KK do in that duel? You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure that out. But Tyreek is up there stirring the pot, okay? We'll see what happens, but I thought he was going to pick Tyreek. I thought Josh was going to pick Tyreek because I said, you know what? Tyreek don't look like he be going to the gym too much. You could probably pull him, but he ended up picking Charlie because he wanted his woman back, okay? Charlie was looking too good. Y'all, I didn't even know who to root for. I was like, go Charlie, try your best. But then I love my OG Love Island people, and I got a soft spot for Josh, and I just was like, Josh, don't pick Isaiah. We ain't seen enough of Isaiah, and I'm glad the girls was giving Isaiah some love. They was like, you know, he is kind of cute. I said, now one thing about Isaiah, he got swag. That's why I like Isaiah. He has so much swag, it is crazy. So I'm like, y'all need to show Isaiah a little more, but then I'm worried about Isaiah. Isaiah, you been in the gym? Isaiah, you can't come on Love Island just being a pretty face. Love Island Games is not like that. Look what happened to Adrena. A pretty face don't matter in Love Island Games. You need to go to the gym a little bit. You see, Lucinda was like, she couldn't even handle it. I thought both them hoes was dead. They were just laying there. I said, y'all, is they dead? Listen, Lucinda said, I feel sick. I ain't worked that hard in a long time. She had that much exercise. I said, I know that's right, girl. I would have passed out. Bring the medic, bring anything. CPR, oxygen. Okay, I'd have been looking like Taylor in the hospital. Bring me oxygen. Do anything. Jesus. I didn't know Charlie could speak a little bit of Spanish. I didn't know Charlie was a Greek god, okay? Andrea, is that her name? Andrea, yeah, Andrea, she isn't unhappy that Charlie had picked her, but she was still checking for Josh. Josh did tell the boys that they kissed, and Charlie already knew that he was, he was going to get picked. And Tyreek, because, Josh was like, what did Josh say? He was like, I'm ready. Like, what did he say? What was the word he said? I forgot, but Tyreek was like, oh, really? And I'm just like, Tyreek, you better just shut up because you're happy that it wasn't you because you can't go up against Josh. Even Charlie was like, I only weigh this much. Charlie already knew, but you know what? Charlie put his heart in it and he really tried. But Andrea wanted her man back. I kept calling her Solin last night. Y'all, I was tired. It's Solon, right? Solon? I probably ain't saying that right. She picked Merritt because he wasn't checking for her. He wasn't looking at her. He wasn't checking for her. So she picked him. I said, oh, girl, you like a challenge? But he is her type. He my type too. I like him. He is so cute. And she said he asked her, who would you have picked if you didn't pick me? Because Merritt wanted Lucinda back because he really likes Lucinda. She said, Isaiah, Chris, or Lucinda. I said, she played too damn much. She's like, baby, I would have took your woman. What are you talking about, sir? He still wants Lucinda. He made Lucinda breakfast. Then he forgot Soline was his partner. Then he tried to give her some leftover oatmeal that he gave Lucinda. And Lucinda had already ate off the spoon. Soline was like, no ma'am. No ma'am. No sir. Absolutely not. Take that goddamn KK and them trying to explain to him like, she didn't want that oatmeal. You already gave it to somebody else. I said, poor Merritt. Give him a chance. I like his body too. Okay, Lucinda was like, you got a nice body. I said, I know, don't he, girl? Yeah. I love a man with a good body. You know, it's hard to come by in my age group. Late millennials, it's hard to come by. These motherfuckers look like they pregnant. No. I need a man with abs because I'm the only one allowed to jiggle in my bedroom. Whoo! Soline is not Merritt's type. He is not checking for her at all, okay? Josh was super mad that he got the necklace. Josh said, Merritt is a really good looking dude. I said, ain't he? Ain't nothing wrong with it. I will tell you when a woman look good. I'm like, she look good. I don't got no shame in my game. I'm confident in what I got. You still look good, okay? And then he told the guys about the kiss with Andrea. KK and Chris, I told you they think they the strongest couple. Chris is still open. KK is begging Chris for a kiss, and he ain't checking for her, okay? And then Chris gonna act like, oh, what's the difference from challenges, kisses to regular kisses? Don't play. You was just on season 7 asking Huda to kiss you in public. Don't act stupid, Chris. I'm not about to play these games with you because you thought you was the star, but you fucked around and found out you ain't the star. Wait a minute. Let me tell you why he gonna really know that he ain't the star. When Johnny come in there, I said, Johnny coming back. I almost hollered. Do you hear? I did holler. I was like, Johnny is coming back. You know I can't stand Johnny a little bit for all his toxicity, but Johnny, I love Johnny for TV. And Justine, you know Chris going for Justine. Don't even front like y'all don't know Chris is going for Justine. Chris or Tyreek is going for Justine. KK is in trouble. I would say KK is in the biggest trouble because Justine won the first season of Love Island Games and Johnny came in second. I'm pretty sure of it. Baby, Chris is going for Justine. Quote my word. Chris and Tyreek are going to fight over Justine. They are. I'm so happy they're coming back. But KK, your spot is threatened. Justine is nothing to play with, and Chris is here to win. Chris is open. He even told Nikolai that he fancies her. And he didn't even cuddle you in bed, KK. KK, I need you to get your head in the game and start playing the game. Chris is full of crap. He wants to take that $250,000 home. Well, $75,000. But knowing Chris, he might take the whole damn thing. I don't know. But KK, get your head in the game. Tyreek and KK talked. He loved her body, her energy. She said, you a bad boy. And he said he wants to cause trouble and he's having a blast. That is why he's here, okay? Tyreek was telling Adrena, like, I seen you and Charlie was kissing for a while. And she said she's not the jealous type. And they was making out in bed. She's so happy, kissing in the speakeasy. And she's worried if she doesn't do good, he will replace her in the challenges, in the games. Yes, he will. Tyreek wants to win. Him and Chris, that's their main agenda. They want to win. And now they done brought Johnny in. He want to win too. Josh want to win too. There is some competitors with the males, for sure, that want to win. And Justine's going to bring the game because Justine wants to win too. Justine ain't just a pretty face, okay? All right, talk about the girls checking for Isaiah. Lucinda was feeling overwhelmed about the duel. She was crying. She said she was going to pick Adrena or Soline, but Soline said she was ready. When she didn't pick her, she was like, I was ready. I was like, no, not with your six-pack. Absolutely not. I would have not picked you. I would have not picked you, okay? And Josh was either going to pick Charlie and Tyreek. And let's talk about the rounds. So, Lucinda and Adrena went. Lucinda won both rounds, so they didn't need a third round. Adrena is single. She got the necklace on now. But I'm like, does she have to go up against Justine to keep her spot? I think so. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Josh and Charlie. Josh won both his rounds, but Charlie did fight and, you know, try to do his best, which was good. Josh is coupled back up with his girl. Charlie is single, and Justine and Johnny is coming. Justine and Johnny is coming tomorrow night. Justine and Johnny is coming tomorrow night. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the old subscribers. I love y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm here. We're going to have a good time. I got a little bit on Instagram. And the first negative comment I seen was somebody said, y'all, this vibe is not cool in the comments. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to find no negative comments. I'm getting off of here because some of y'all really ain't Love Island fans. Some of y'all are not really Love Island Games fans, Love Island USA fans, Love Island in general fans. So I'm not going to look at these comments. I only seen one person on TikTok talk about it, but I did not stop on their video. I kept scrolling because I don't want my TikTok to be full of Love Island games. Absolutely not. After season 7, I cannot. And I'm so glad we are watching this. It feels good. It feels refreshing. I definitely will answer your comments tonight or tomorrow. It's just a lot been going on. I'm off for the next few days. I took a few days off from work, so I'm off. I get to relax and I'm going to be chilling. So I am so excited, you guys. Justine and Johnny. And you know, Adrena said Johnny was in her DMs. But I don't know if Johnny going to want to with her because, listen, Johnny's probably there to win. And Adrena's just a pretty face. Okay? Talking about, I can do 100 squats. Where? When, Adrena? Because, baby, you did, ma'am. Because Lucinda was pulling you all up and through that thing. All up and through that thing. And I respect Josh. I really love Josh. I have a soft spot for Josh just because of his season, losing his sister. His sister was the reason he signed up for Love Island USA. And now he's back. And I feel like he's doing this in honor of his sister and himself. He didn't get to finish Love Island. So his story connects with me and it's really sweet. It's really cute. And I adore him. So that's it, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Leave a comment. Love Island Games, yes, I'm so excited. This feels so good, okay? This feels so good, y'all. I'm for real, like, I'm actually enjoying it. That's why I was like, I seen somebody talk a little bit on TikTok about Chris, and I was like, oop, I already know what you're gonna say because I already said it. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you to my old subscribers. I love y'all. And that's it. Bye, y'all.